Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Ren0216 and this is my daily vlog for my weight loss journey. Glad that you joined me. Um, Today is Christmas and I'm getting this one out a little bit later. I didn't do one yesterday because we had a huge freeze over the weekend, which I live in the South. Freeze is not necessarily a good thing. I don't live in a place that is set up for winter. So it was a rough weekend. And yeah. And today I thought, well, it's going to be warmer. It's going to be great. It's Christmas. But I found out my pipes have just completely burst. So I'm going to be waiting on that. Yay. Gotta love the South. But it's it's hard. It's frustrating. And it sucks. But, life happens. And even when life throws you a curveball, you can't like cash in your chips. You got to kind of keep going. So I have my protein drinks. I drank today. I did Gatorade protein today. And it's got the zero sugars in it. But I did that because I had a bunch of Gatorade proteins that I didn't want to go bad. I'm sure they wouldn't go bad. Like, probably not even until like, maybe next year, maybe the year after next. I don't know, but it would like a while. But it's like product rotation is what I tell my partner all the time. Get the older stuff out and then the newer stuff. And so that's kind of what I did is I drank those today. Long story short, Gatorade zero sugar protein, it doesn't taste that good. Well, I mean, and then I have to drink like twice as much because it's only got 10 grams of protein. So instead of like 3, I'm drinking 6. So I'm definitely hydrated today. Combine that with my water, which ironically, even though I don't have technically running water in my home at the moment, I have water. It's like one of those things you in the South, I guess, well, anybody you prepare and have like several gallons of drinking water in your cupboard. So, yeah. And then you always it's just being safe. Oh, even my cats have drinking water. And yeah, they're quiet right now because it's really late. I am late today because, going through everything. Recoup. Holidays are usually a harder time. I know people are like, it's a great, wonderful time, but it isn't. It's stressful. It's one of the more stressful times a year. Holiday, if you don't have money, it just amplifies it. Any stress gets amplified during the holidays, and it it's not just you feeling that pain, it's anybody. So I think that's where people tend to like stress eat and things like that. And when you do start feeling overwhelmed, instead of like reaching to the cookie or reaching to whatever, or feeling like you can't work out this week because of A to Z, you got so many parties to go to or whatnot. As I was explaining to my uncle earlier today, workout is relative. It is workout. I mean, taking a bottle, lifting it up while you're watching TV, you, things like that. It doesn't mean you're running a marathon, and it doesn't mean you're burning a lot of calories, but you are still putting forth the effort to burn calories. You're not just idly pushing through. You're not just grabbing the cookie. instead, like, always have healthy snacks available, especially during the holidays. If you have convenient, healthy snacks that you don't have to prepare, like you go, you get apples that are, my favorite is pre-sliced apples. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure. If they're already there and you just, that's what you're going to grab. Because honestly, the cookie is sweet, sure, and you get the craving, but a majority of the time, it's convenience is what we're looking for, especially if we don't have any time to do anything. And making meals and freezing them, making healthy meals and freezing them so that all you have to do is pop it in the microwave when you're at home, or you can do crock pot meals and things like that. These help you stay better on track. And if you do have a slip up where you do have that cookie, just limit it to the one cookie and don't give up completely. That's the one thing. Hold on, I've already done the cookie. I might as well do the soda. I might as well do this. I might as well do that. Be like, okay, I had the cookie. That happens. Let's go on to the next thing. I mean, you can't just beat yourself up for that and be like, I'm done. And it's always go, go, go. And you can be on the go, go, go. You can be healthy on the go, go, go. You can kind of essentially make your own TV dinners by preparing foods, healthy foods in advance. And you just do it like when you, on the weekend, when you have a day, you make a bunch of something, you put it in individual servings, and then you put in the freezer and freeze them. And then as you need them, you pull them down. And then you have your healthy foods for that day. You can do breakfast, you can do lunch and dinner, all doing that. Because, like I mentioned before, the little round egg things for be your breakfast, it doesn't even have to be bad. It could be quite possibly any stretch of imagination, honestly. Sky's the limit. You can do soups. Soups tend to freeze really well. If you don't like soups, I'm not a huge soup person. You could do chilies. You could do all kinds of things. A lot of dishes actually do freeze fine. I mean, come on. There's frozen lasagna in the freezer aisle. If you're going to buy that lasagna, what's to stop you from not making a healthier version of your favorite food and making maybe a bigger thing of it and then putting it into individual servings and taking those servings and put them into freezer bags or whatever, freezer Ziplocs, whatever you want to do it, and then put it in your freezer. And then there you go. You got meals for the week and go from there. You could do it for you and your family. And popping, I'm getting home from work. It's super late. I'm going to be going to bed in about an hour. I have no time to make a meal. Honestly, I'm going to put out there about majority of the meals that I make fresh typically take me 30 minutes tops. So it's essentially by the time, you put that frozen lasagna in the oven to cook, that's usually like an hour. Yeah. I can make something that is very nutritious and yeah, it's just you we get into this mindset that if it's homemade, it's going to take a long time. That's not true. That's not true at all. I make a lot of homemade stuff and it doesn't take that long. And I make a lot of homemade stuff and it's not that hard. I cook chicken, I cook turkey, I cook fish, I cook whatever. I take my proteins and then I figure out what flavors I want to go with it, chop up fruits if it's going to be served with the types of fruits or if it's going to be with vegetables, and then how I want to cook it, bake it, etc. And then I just do all that, put it all together and have dinner. a lot of times I don't even know what I'm going to fix ahead of time. I just go, yeah, what sounds good today? And throw it in a pan. A lot of throwing in the pans, whether it's a baking pan or a stovetop pan. It's just go with it. I have a lot of different herbs and spices that I can change it up, and so we don't have the same thing every single day. And it just makes it a whole lot simpler. I'm not struggling to worry about, yeah, that's just one thing I don't necessarily have to worry about. I just like throw some things in a pan and call it food, and so ramen today. And a lot of people can do that. They can. And if you can't afford like the boneless, skinless chicken, then what you do is you get a day, you get some time, and then you can just honestly, you don't have to take the bones out of chicken. There's nothing wrong with the bones in chicken. You can leave bones in chicken. The only thing I say concern wise is the skin, because the skin is going to be, of course, higher in cholesterol. It's not as good for you, it's more fat, and you got to put that into perspective. Now, having some chicken skin every once in a while is fine. It's moderation. I don't particularly like chicken skin, mind you. So that's never been a problem with me. But for some people, it is. Like my partner, he loves chicken skin as his favorite part of the chicken. So, we could still do this. We could still have chicken with chicken skin on it. We just don't do it all the time. It's like a treat every once in a while, chicken with chicken skin. Though lately we haven't been because I'm the one who's been cooking. But it's still the possibilities. And it's just everything. You have you have different sky's the limit's like a fruit salad, and that one's so relative. People are like, well, I put this in my fruit salad and I put that in my fruit salad. And I go, well, just chop up some fruit, mix it together and call it fruit salad. And a lot of people make the mistake of putting like whipped cream on it and thinking they need that, or adding sugar thinking they need that. But in reality, fruit, when it's picked at the peak ripeness, or when you actually get fruit that's actually decent ripeness, it's going to have all the flavor you need. You don't need the whipped cream because fruits have their natural sugars. You don't need sugar on sugar. That's that's just what we're accustomed to, because especially in America, where the candy is just tons of sugar put into it. We have like extra sugar in our candy and our sodas and everything else. It's just all around us. And so we're used to higher sugar flavors. Now, detoxing yourself off that and getting used to just more of the naturals, like that what fruit actually comes with, a fruit salad can taste amazingly sweet without needing to add anything else. You don't need whipped cream when you have your strawberries. I absolutely just like strawberries, to be honest with you. But I like strawberries. But I and if you do absolutely must have, you can't have strawberries without whipped cream. That's okay. Just be mindful and get the non-fat variety of whipped cream. It's all, and don't use as much of it. Use less than you would. But I would actually encourage to try to kind of detox your taste buds from a lot of the pre-portioned and pre-made stuff, and go down to more natural levels with sodium, and by making your own stuff like sodium and sugar, you'll come to see that a majority of the stuff that you used to eat is just crazy. Crazy salty, crazy sweet. It's just crazy. And I'm finding that a lot now. I mean, I'm thinking it's more of the idea of something than the actual something. Either it's those frosted cookies I used to absolutely love, and they're just so sweet now. It's just not, I like the idea in my head more than the item. And that's going to come with a lot of things. I used to like McDonald's French fries, like most people, I guess. No, they're just greasy, gross to me now. No, I just don't. A lot of stuff I just don't really care for anymore. And I'm like, I hate this. And then it's like, it's just kind of blows my mind. So at first, yeah, it may not seem like much, and you may still get those cravings, and at first they're hard. They're hard. They're so hard. But over time, the cravings come less, and you do get used to more natural levels of sugar, more natural levels of salt, and healthier levels of sugar and salt, which is what your body absolutely needs. And these are important. And I'm not saying no salt. That is a mistake. You do need sodium. This is a necessary thing. You just don't need as much sodium as we normally get in our foods. You need a lot less sodium. So, those are my food for thoughts. I hope your holidays went well. I'm hoping my water gets back on soon, I guess. I do have a support system, so we do have ways to shower, and amazingly enough, so we'll be great. Thank you for taking the time with me, and I hope this helps you, and I hope you find a healthy journey along with me. And holidays are rough. I'm with you. So make sure you hydrate water, lots of water, and your imperfections are beautiful because they are what make you unique. And with hope, anything is possible, so never lose hope. Thank you again. Goodbye.